Beans are warm season crops grown for their immature pods. Snap beans, immature seeds, shell beans, or mature seeds, dried beans. Beans are easy to grow and provide excellent nutritional value. Beans grow best in full sun and well-drained, fertile, and frittable, crumbling soil so seedling emergence is not inhibited. Crop rotation is an important cultural practice for beans to avoid disease problems. Rotate crops by alternating the location of bean plantings with a different crop each year. A moderate application of October 5, 2010 or similar analyses fertilizer at the rate of 1 cup/50 feet of row should be sufficient. Incorporate the fertilizer to a depth of 6 inches prior to planting. Heavy applications of nitrogen fertilizers should be avoided as excess nitrogen causes large foliar growth in few pots. In lighter sandy soils, a side dressing of fertilizer may be needed after heavy rainfalls. The fertilizer should be applied alongside the growing row once flowering and pot sap begin. Side dress with 1 cup of ammonium nitrate, 3,3,0,0 or equivalent nitrogen source per 50 feet of row, being careful to avoid spilling fertilizer on the foliage directly. Lightly water the fertilizer in the soil. Beans should be planted after all danger of frost has passed and the soil has warmed. Poor germination and rot are likely if the soil temperature is below 50°F. Many commercially packaged bean seeds are treated with a fungicide to protect the emerging seedlings from disease. If you prefer to use untreated seed, it is even more critical to wait to plant until the soil is thoroughly warmed. The exact timing varies with the weather each year. For continuous harvest throughout the summer, plant seed every 2 to 3 weeks until midsummer. Plant all types of bean seed, except cowpea, yardlawn, and lima, 1 inch deep and heavy, compacted soils that are 1.5 inches deep and light, sandy soils. Cowpea, yardlawn, and lima beans should be planted 1/2 inch deep and heavy soils and 1 inch deep and light soils. To prevent soil crusting in heavy soil, cover seed with sand, peat, vermiculite, or finished compost rather than garden soil. Plant seeds of wax, soy, cowpea, horticultural, dry, and bush snap beans 2 to 4 inches apart in rows 2 to 3 feet apart. Pole beans may be planted in rows or hills. In a row, plant seeds 6 to 10 inches apart, in rows 3 to 4 feet apart. Stakes for pole beans should be 6 to 7 feet tall and to the rough surface to allow the plant to climb. Form a tripod from 3 or 4 poles and train vines to climb each pole. Another method is to stretch a wire between posts at each end of the row and train vines to climb a coarse rope suspended from the wire and fastened to short stakes at the base of each plant. The terminal vines should be clipped off when they reach the top of the support to induce branching. Adequate moisture is especially important from flower bud formation to pot set. Too much or too little water or excessive heat causes blossom and pot drop. Provide bean plants with 1 inch of water per week. Extremes in soil moisture can also lead to malformed pods in which only the first few seeds develop, leaving the rest of the bean pot shrivel. Water early in the morning to allow plants to dry quickly and reduce opportunity for disease infection. Because beans are shallowly rooted, use a shallow, shading stroke with the hood to remove weak tops. To avoid spreading diseases, do not cultivate after a rain or early in the morning when foliage is wet from dew. Applying mulch would prevent many weeds as well as help retain soil moisture. Use organic mulches such as weathered straw, untreated lawn clippings, or shredded bark. Apply mulch 2 to 3 inches deep after soil is warmed. Black plastic provides excellent weed control as well as warming the soil, which may allow earlier planting. Lay the plastic over the planting area and cut slits for planting seed. Bean types green snap beans, edible pot beans used to be referred to as string beans due to the development of stringy fiber along the seam of the pot. Today's clovers have been bred to be free of these tough fibers, allowing the pod to be snapped easily, thus the name snap bean. Green snap beans are harvested just as pods begin to fill with seed, but before they begin to bulge. Both bush and pole type plants are widely available. Wax beans are a variation of snap beans with a yellow, waxy pod. Lima beans, sometimes called butter beans, are grown for immature seed shelled out of the pod. Limas are particularly sensitive to frost and cold soil and also more demanding of well-drained soil than other beans. Limas should be planted a week or two later than other garden beans. Many standard lima cultivars require 3 to 4 months to mature for harvest, but baby limas, small-seeded types, and bush-type limas mature much earlier. Bush limas require a bit more space than baby limas, about 3 to 4 inches apart for baby limas, 6 inches apart for bush limas, and 10 inches apart for pole limas. Harvest lima beans when their pods are plump, well-filled, and firm, but still bright green in appearance. Horticultural beans are large-seeded beans used in the green shell stage. A young horticultural bean cannot be used as a snap bean because the pod fiber is too tough. Harvest when the pods start changing from green to yellow. Both bush and pole type plants are available in a wide range of cultivars. Many of the heirloom varieties are horticultural beans. The seeds can be quite decorative with swirls of color. Southern cowpeas are also called southern peas, crowder peas, and black-eyed peas or beans. They are a bean rather than a pea. They are usually grown as a dry or green shell bean, though the pods are edible when young and tender. Cowpeas are available in vining, semi-vining, and bush types and grow best in warm, humid weather. Bush types mature earlier and are more suitable for Midwest gardens. Plant cowpeas as you would lima beans. Kidney, navy, soldier, and pinto beans are used as dry seeds and are harvested when the pod and seed are completely mature and dry. They often require a long growing season and a dry fall for good quality sun gardens. Yard lima beans or asparagus beans are really a type of cowpea but are eaten as immature pods like snap beans. They are a tall, vining vegetable that requires support. Plant seeds 12 inches apart at a depth of 1/2 to 1 inch. Allow 2 to 3 feet between rows. Support plants with poles and sturdy twine. Yard lima beans should be harvested 65 to 80 days after planting when the pods are 10 to 12 inches long and about 3/8 inch in diameter. Plants will continue to produce for several weeks. If allowed to mature, the beans may grow up to 3 feet long. When they reach this length, they are past the best stage for cooking. Such mature beans may be shelled out and used in the same manner as cowpeas.